Well, all right, Susan, after you're pain-free, you can start doing a few simple exercises, right, to get a long and lean body like a ballet dancer. Alyssa Spencer, she's the owner of Karve Studio in North Scottsdale, and she's going to give us 4 simple tips that you can do at home to get that beautiful, long, lean body, right, Alyssa?
Absolutely, Terry.
And this is something that you do in your class every day. It's an hour-long class, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, we have 3 different students here at all different levels, as you can see. We have our soon-to-be expectant mom, like within a week, who's basically doing the low-key version, right?
Absolutely.
And then our next student just had a baby. Gosh, can you believe it? A month ago. Congratulations. And then we have a little bit more advanced. So what would be the first move?
We're actually going to start with a move that we call our high parallel position, and this is going to work on our thigh work. So it helps you develop a nice long elongated thigh without adding any bulk, which I know is a big concern for women. What's great about it is that all ages, shapes, sizes, and levels can do this. So I'm going to have the girls step your feet together, step a full arm's distance away from the chair, which normally would be a bar. So come high up onto your tippy toes, keep your heels at maximum height, and now soften your knees and glide down an imaginary wall, keeping your shoulders over your hips, over your heels. Now, we're going to just begin to move 1 inch down and 1 inch up. So you don't want to straighten the movement all the way. You want to keep that constant muscle contraction there. So that's going to help to really develop that nice, long, lean thigh work that we're looking for.
Wow.
And honestly, it doesn't look that intimidating, but trust me,
Yes,
after
it
a
does.
whole lot of variations, it gets really tough.
I bet. It's also good for the calves, too, I can imagine.
Yep.
Okay. And what would be the second move?
Well, these are just some different variations. So we would do a lot of different pulses and 2 counts down, 2 counts up. So I'm going to have you girls come on up, and now we're going to actually grab our hand weights, step over to your mats, and just step your feet about hip distance apart. Tilt your tailbone toward the ground, draw your navel into your spine, and we always cue to tilt your tailbone underneath to address some of your core work right away. So bring your arms up to shoulder level, bring your wrists directly in line with your elbows, and then squeeze the scapula together to soften your shoulders, bringing them away from your ears, and slightly bend your knees, tilting your tailbone down. Now begin to lift your arms 1 inch up and 1 inch down. The highest point is going to be at shoulder level, and what's great about this move is it really helps to work the top of your deltoid as well as your medial deltoid. This is what gives us these great tank top arms that everybody's so concerned about having in the summer.
Absolutely, and because you've got your knees slightly bent a little bit, you're doing a little bit of a work in your lower body as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and by tucking the tailbone, this really engages your core from the beginning. Women are really concerned, as men are really concerned about, tightening through our waist and tapering our waist. This really helps to give you better stability as well as addressing your core work.
Excellent. What would be our next move?
Okay, well actually, I'm going to have you guys put the weights down now.
And because those weights aren't very heavy, by the way. What are they, like, no, 2 pounds each. Okay, so anybody could do that, right?
Yeah, we typically work with 1s, 2s, and 3-pound weights. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but we do so many repetitions that it gets heavy really quickly.
I can imagine. Okay.
Absolutely. So girls, I'm going to have you come on down to the ground, and we're going to do pretzel. So pretzel is a great position because this not only works on your seat, it also gives you, we call it our muffin top exercise, it works on your side waist. So what you'll do is bring your right knee right in line with your hip, and bring your right ankle directly in line with your knee. Place your right hand on the top of your right knee and then slide it off to the right about 6 inches, turning your fingertips slightly inward and softening your right elbow. Now reach around with your left hand to connect with your left ankle or thigh and press the knee behind the hip line. Keep the knee pressing back as you float your left fingertips up to the front shin. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, open your chest, and you want to square your chest and shoulders to the front while keeping your knee behind the hip line. Now you'll notice that in this position, you're getting quite a bit in your corner seat, but you're also getting up the waist. And this is what's so great for whittling the waist, especially in terms of working on the muffin top area that nobody wants to have muffin top. We just want to eat our muffins.
Exactly. Well, what's really neat is that you've got one of your students over here who seriously in a week is delivering a baby, has no problem doing these exercises. I mean, she's making it look very easy. So all levels can do this types of
all
exercise.
ages, shapes, levels. We start, typically at the studio, we start at ages 16 and up. I have people carving with us well into their late 70s and early 80s.
Wow.
And Lindsay's actually been a phenomenal student because she started with us at the onset of her pregnancy.
Yeah.
We're almost at our 9 months of opening at the North location, but the brand actually is an Arizona brand.
You can relax. We don't want you
Yeah,
to get
we don't want you
Charlie
to get
horse right
checked out.
there.
The Karve Studio originated
She's kind of
in
looking at me like,
Arizona.
uncle. Oh, all right. Well, very good information.
Yeah.
An interesting approach to fitness. Karve Studios are located in North Scottsdale. And Alyssa, thank you. And ladies, thank you for coming in. We do have all of the information and where to find them on our website, sonoranliving.com.
Right. Well,